Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
In continuation to the last class, in this class we are going to discuss the next continued example problem, that is example 10, right? Example 10.10, right? Example 10. And after completion of that, we are going to discuss next continuation, that is what theoretical topic, Reynolds number. After that, we are going to discuss the next continuation example problem, that is 11th problem in this chapter, right? You can say that that is what 10.11. Okay, see here, first we are going to discuss the example 10. See here, ma. The terminal velocity of a copper ball, the terminal velocity of a copper ball of radius 2.0 millimeter falling through a tank of oil, at 20 degrees centigrade is 6.5 centimeters per second. The terminal velocity of a copper ball of radius 2.0 millimeter falling through a tank of oil at 20 degrees centigrade is 6.5 centimeters per second. So 6.5 centimeters per second is the terminal velocity of a copper ball. And for the same copper ball they have given radius also, that is what 2.0 millimeter. So which is falling through a tank. In the tank oil is present. That oil is at 20 degrees centigrade temperature. Okay, wa? Right. Now asking to compute or calculate the viscosity of the oil at 20 degrees centigrade. Asking to calculate viscosity of the oil at 20 degree centigrade, right? Further, they also given some other information, that is what density of oil is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 3 kilogram per meter cube. Density of copper is 8.9 into 10 power 3 kilogram per meter cube. Density of oil is 1.5 into 10 power 3 kilogram per meter cube. Density of copper is 8.9 into 10 to the power of 3 kilogram per meter cube. Kilogram per meter cube. Okay, right. Based on this given data, so what is the given data? Terminal velocity of a copper ball, that is 6.5 centimeters per second, and radius of the copper ball, that is 2 millimeter, and the temperature at which the oil, that is what fluid is present in a tank, that is 20 degrees centigrade. Next, giving, that is what density of oil as 1.5 into 10 to the power of 3 kg per meter cube, and density of copper is 8.9 into 10 power 3 kilogram per meter cube. Kilogram per meter cube. Okay, right. Now see, we are going to discuss the answer. First we have to write the given data, no? Right. VT, terminal velocity, that is 6.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters per second, right? Because they have given centimeters, ma. Here he is writing in meters per second, right? 1 centimeter is equal to 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. So 6.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter per second. And A value, that is they have given in millimeter, but he is taking in meters. So A is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter, and small g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square, and rho is equal to 8.9 into 10 power 3. Rho is equal to 8.9 into 10 power 3 kilogram per meter cube. If sigma is equal, because we have to show the difference, no, but generally we are using sigma rho to represent density, but to show the difference, because here we have densities for two different fluids. One is oil, another one is copper. Okay, right. Sigma is equal to 15 into 10 power 3, sorry, 1.5 into 10 power 3 kilogram per meter cubed. Okay, and from our previous discussion, we know that Vt is equal to 2 by 9 into a square. It is what sigma minus rho, sorry, rho minus sigma. It is rho, it is sigma. Rho minus sigma divided by eta. 2 by 9 into a square. It is what rho minus sigma. Rho minus sigma divided by eta. Right here, eta is equal to 2 by 9 into, see, just we are writing eta as a subject to find out that is what viscosity of the oil, right. So if you take eta as a subject, eta is equal to 2 by 9 into a square rho minus sigma divided by Vt. That is equal to 2 by 9 into, it is what a square, no. So a value is 2 into 10 power minus 3, ma. That is the reason whole square into, it is what g value 9.8 and sigma value, right. G value is 9.8 and sigma value, that is how much, which is here, see, here it should be, that is what sigma minus rho into g, sigma minus rho into g, right. So we have to substitute g value also, no. So g is 9.8 meter per second square. G is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, right. So when we are going to write g value, and after substituting the g value there, finally if we calculate, okay, if we calculate that multiplication and the division, see here. So by multiplying this value, it is a value 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 whole square, and after substituting g value and right, and it is 2 by 9, it is 6.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter per second. Right. After substituting all these things, if you are going to do that calculation, mathematical calculation, right. So after completion of, if you are going to do the mathematical calculation, right, here we are getting 9.9, the viscosity as 9.9 into 10 to the power of minus 1, 9.9 into 10 to the power of minus 1 kilogram per meter per second. 9.9 into 10 to the power of minus 1 kilogram per meter per second. That is what viscosity. That is what the viscosity, right. So he is asking to compute viscosity of oil, no. So this is the viscosity of the oil at 20 degrees centigrade. Okay, right. Now next topic, next continuation theoretical topic, Reynolds number. So actually Reynolds is the name of the scientist. Reynolds is the name of the scientist. Okay, so what is streamline flow, what is turbulent flow, right, this and all we already discussed in our previous classes of the same chapter, but here we are going to discuss Reynolds number, which makes us to identify the the nature of flow, whether it is streamline or turbulent or intermediate between these two. That is what we can call it as transition state, right. See here, Reynolds number. When the rate of flow of fluid is large, the flow is no longer remain laminar. When the rate of flow of fluid is large, the flow no longer remain laminar but becomes turbulent. It is a fact. It is a fact. Okay, right. See, in a turbulent flow, the velocity of the fluids at any point in space changes or varies rapidly and randomly with time, right. Some circular motions called eddies are also generated. You can see in our YouTube, right, the ocean, the river, right, you can see that what is meant by eddies. Otherwise you type eddies in the YouTube and you can see the pictures, lively pictures and videos also. Okay, right. So in a turbulent flow, the velocity of the fluids at any point in space changes rapidly and randomly with time. Some circular motions called eddies are also generated. Right. Ipo, an obstacle placed in the path of a fast moving fluid causes turbulence. Right. You know, the smoke rising from a burning stalk of wood, ocean currents are turbulent. So what are the examples of turbulent means? Here they have given two examples. One is smoke rising from a burning stack of wood, oceanic currents. Right. Okay. Next, twinkling of stars. Next one is twinkling of stars is the result of atmospheric turbulence. Twinkling of stars is the result of atmospheric turbulence, right? The wakes in the water and in the air left by cars, aeroplanes and boats are also turbulent, right? So here they have given many examples for turbulent, right? Before going to discuss, before having this discussion about different examples, he clearly mentioned, what mentioned? When the rate of flow of fluid is large, the flow no longer remains laminar but becomes turbulent. In a turbulent flow, the velocity of the fluids at any point in space changes rapidly and randomly with time. Some circular motions called eddies are also generated. Okay, right. Next, Osborne Reynolds defined a dimensionless number. Okay, first he observed that turbulent flow is less likely for viscous fluid flowing at low rates. Okay, right. And also he defined a dimensionless number. He defined a dimensionless number whose value gives one an approximate idea whether the flow would be turbulent or laminar or streamlined like that. This number is called Reynolds number, that is what indicated by Re, right? As simple as such, the scientist Osborne Reynolds defined a dimensionless quantity or dimensionless number whose value gives one an approximate idea regarding the nature of the flow, whether the flow would be turbulent or not. Okay, that number we are getting by using this relation. Re is equal to rho into V into D by eta. Rho into V into D by eta. Here rho is the density of the fluid flowing with a speed V. D stands for dimensions of the pipe, right? And eta is the viscosity of the fluid. And I already told you Re is a dimensionless number and therefore it remains the same in any system of units because it has no unit and no dimensions, right? It is found that, right? So the Reynolds number is found that the flow is streamlined or laminar. It is found that the flow is streamlined or laminar for Re less than 1000. Okay. The flow is turbulent for Re greater than 2000. The flow is turbulent for Re greater than 2000. The flow becomes unsteady. That is what disturbed. The flow becomes unsteady for Re between 1000 and 2000. That is okay. That is what the number we can get it to decide the nature of flow, right? Next, the critical value of Re, known as critical Reynolds number, at which turbulence sets, is found to be same for the geometrically similar flows. Right? For example, if you take oil and water with their different densities and viscosities flow in pipes of same shapes and sizes, turbulence sets in at almost the same value of Re. That is one thing. At the same time, using this fact, a small scale laboratory model can be set up to study the character of fluid flow, right? See, while designing ships, submarines, racing cars, aeroplanes, right? This formula helps us. That is what the formula you can say, Re is equal to rho V square by eta V by D, right? Just from this only we are getting this one. The same thing you can also write like this. The same thing you can also write inertial force by force of gravity. So Reynolds number you can also say that like ratio of inertial force to the force of viscosity. Both are force only, no? That's why it will get cancelled. Finally, the Reynolds number will become like a pure number. Okay, right. Now, mass of moving fluid are due to the inertia of obstacle to viscous force. That is what he is saying, the ratio. It is the ratio of inertial force to the force of viscosity, right? Turbulence dissipates kinetic energy usually in the form of heat. Are you getting my point? Turbulence dissipates kinetic energy usually in the form of heat, right? Racing cars and planes are engineered to precision, right? Racing cars, right? Racing cars, right? Racing cars and planes are engineered to precision in order to minimize turbulence, right? The design of such vehicles involves experimentation and trial and error. On the other hand, turbulence, that is what is sometimes desirable, that is like a friction. Turbulence promotes mixing and increases the rates of transfer of mass, momentum and energy. Mass, momentum and energy. Okay, right. The blades of a Kishan mixture induce turbulent flow and provide thick milk shakes as well as beat eggs into a uniform texture. Okay, that is okay, right. See here. So this is what about the Reynolds number. So as simple as such, we have to remember Reynolds given a formula, that is to calculate the Reynolds number. The Reynolds number tells about the nature of flow. Okay, right. Ipo next example problem, that is example 10.11. Okay, right. The flow rate of water from a tap of diameter 1.25 centimeters is 0.48 liter per minute. Next, the coefficient of viscosity of water is 10 to the power of minus 3 Pascal second. 10 to the power of minus 3 Pascal second, full stop. After some time, the flow rate is increased. After some time, the flow rate is increased to 3 liters per minute. So first it is 0.48 liters per minute. Afterwards, the flow rate increased to 3 liters per minute. 3 liters per minute, full stop. Characterize the flow for both the flow rates. Characterize the flow for both the flow rates, right? In this problem, listen once again. The flow rate of water from a tap of diameter 1.25 centimeters is 0.48 liters per minute. Full stop. The coefficient of viscosity of water is 10 to the power of minus 3 Pascal second. Full stop. After some time, the flow rate is increased to 3 liters per minute. 3 liters per minute. Full stop. Characterize the flow for both the flow rates. Characterize the flow for both the flow rates. Okay, that is. Next, see here, answer. Let the speed of the flow be V and the diameter of the tap be small d is equal to 1.25 centimeters. That is what, see the speed of the flow we are assuming like V, but diameter of the tap already he mentioned, that is 1.25 centimeters. And the same number one more time writing, right? D is equal to 1.25 centimeters, right? Okay. Now, the volume of water flowing out per second. The volume of water flowing out per second is Q is equal to V into pi d square by 4. V into pi d square by 4. So V is equal to, see we are writing V as a subject. Both are same only, no? Just we are writing V as a subject. Okay. V is equal to 4Q by d square pi. 4Q by d square pi. Okay. Right. We then estimate the Reynolds number to be. We then estimates the Reynolds number to be Re is equal to 4 rho Q divided by pi d eta. Now substitute the values 4 into the row value, right? It is what water only now, so you can take 1000 kg per meter cube, and Q value, right? Okay, it is as it is, and 3.145 value, and D value already I told you 1.25, but taking in meters, so 1.25 into 10 to the power of minus 2, and eta value, right? Eta value they have given now, right? It is what 10 to the power of minus 3 10 to the power of minus 3, right? Okay, substitute. Now see, if you complete this mathematical calculation, you are getting 1.019 into 10 to the power of 8 per 10 to the power of 8, okay, 10 to the power of 8, that is what per meter cubed second into Q. Q is as it is, Q is as it is, okay. Now but initially Q is equal 0.48 liters per minute, no, 0.48 liters per minute means that is equal to 8 centimeter cubed per second, right? That is equal to 8 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter cubed per second. It is the kadasi, right? Kadli is the right? Q is equal to 8 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter cubed per second. We obtain RE is equal to 815. See here, by substituting this value of Q in this formula, you are getting RE, Reynolds number, as 815. 815 is less than 1000 only, no? See, according to this topic. So in this topic what we discussed, Reynolds number is less than 1000 means the flow is streamlined or laminar. The flow is turbulent for RE is greater than 2000. The flow becomes unsteady. That is what disturbed flow for RE between 1000 and 2000. Okay, right. Here, because of less than 1000, the flow is, you can say, steady flow, right? Okay. Next, after some time, that is what increased, flow rate is increased. Q is equal to 3 liters per minute. 3 liters per minute. That is equal to 50 centimeter cubed per second. 50 centimeter cubed per second. That is equal to 5 into 10 to the power of minus 5. 5 into 10 to the power of minus 5 meter cubed per second. Meter cubed per second. That is what Q value we are getting when it is increased to 3 liters per minute, right? If you substitute this Q value in this formula, then you are getting RE as 5095. 5095 is greater than 3000, no, right? So see here, the flow is turbulent for greater than 2000. So what is the flow? It is the flow will be turbulent. Okay, right. So in this case the flow is laminar or streamlined, but in this case the flow will be turbulent. So when Q value is 0.48 L per minute, the flow is streamlined or laminar. But when the same Q value is increased 3 liters per minute, the flow is turbulent. Okay, right. This problem is like application to this topic, right? So in this topic mostly we concentrated what is Reynolds number, what is the use of Reynolds number, right? So based on the Reynolds number we are going to decide the nature of flow, right? Whether it is streamlined or laminar or turbulent. I mean streamlined and laminar giving the same meaning, so whether it is streamlined or turbulent or intermediate between this. Why intermediate means, see, when the Reynolds number for a fluid flow is less than 1000, the flow is said to be streamlined or laminar flow. But when the Reynolds number is intermediate, that is what between 1000 and 2000, then the flow is said to be, that is what disturbed flow. You can say that unsteady flow. But at the same time, when Reynolds number is greater than 2000, the flow is said to be turbulent flow. The flow is said to be turbulent flow, right? That is the main information we are getting. And this formula, based on this formula only you can decide Reynolds number, no? Otherwise how can we decide? Okay, it is not possible. So this is the formula which gives us Reynolds number for one particular fluid flow. Okay, right. After completion of this, here RE is equal to rho into V square by, see, this one and this one is same, just we are writing in terms of new quantities. That is what just we multiplied V on numerator and denominator, and here just we multiplied with A to get another form. That is what you can decide, and you can say RE is also the ratio of inertial force to the force of viscosity. force of viscosity. Okay, right. So in this class we discussed two example problems. One is example 10.10, another one is example 10.11. But in the middle of these two example problems we discussed one theoretical topic, that is Reynolds number. Reynolds number. Okay, right. So example 10 and then topic Reynolds number, and after that example 10.11. Okay, right. So in the next class we will continue with the next continuation topic, that is surface energy. Surface energy, and there itself after completion of that, okay, right. So next class we will continue with that surface tension and surface energy. Okay, right. Thank you.